Ready for some NBA playoff trivia?
Ball's inbounded to Shea. Temple did not foul. Shea!
Let's explore the history books and explore the 8 unbreakable records in NBA playoffs history. From Bill Russell's championship dominance to Wilt Chamberlain's mind-boggling performances, these records are legendary. But are they truly unbreakable? Let's find out. Bill Russell with 11 titles. From 1957 to 1969, the Boston Celtics were basically the kings of the NBA, winning a whopping 11 out of 13 championships during that time. And guess who was at the heart of it all? None other than Bill Russell. He was like the captain of that ship, leading the Celtics to victory after victory. Of course, he had some seriously talented teammates like Bob Cousy, Sam Jones, John Havlicek, and others. But Russell was the driving force behind that unstoppable dynasty. I mean, the guy was a beast on the court, averaging over 22 rebounds a game. And get this, he even won the Finals MVP 5 times. That's why they named the award after him. Plus, the only other players who have as many rings as Russell were his teammates. It's wild to think that even the best players today couldn't come close to matching his championship count. LeBron James with 8,023 points.
LeBron James, a shot in history. LeBron stands alone.
Let's talk about LeBron James and his epic playoff scoring record. The guy's nearing the end of his incredible NBA journey, but every basket he sinks in the postseason just adds to his already staggering tally. I'm talking about a whopping 8,023 points across 282 playoff games up until the 2022-23 season. That's more than anyone else in NBA history. Michael Jordan comes in second with 5,987 points, and while Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry are still putting up big numbers, they're not even close to LeBron's mark. Plus, both KD and Steph are hitting their mid-30s, so catching up seems pretty unlikely. With LeBron's combination of skill, longevity, and team success, it's going to be a real challenge for anyone even to come close to matching his playoff scoring dominance. Wilt Chamberlain with 3,182 in 1961-62. So, let's talk about Wilt Chamberlain again. Back in the 1961-62 NBA season, he pulled off something that's pretty much unheard of these days. Get this, he played a total of 3,882 minutes across 80 games. And here's the kicker, he only sat out for a measly 8 minutes in one game. Can you believe that? He practically lived on the court, never taking a breather, not even during overtime. I mean, in today's NBA, where games are still 48 minutes long, a player would have to rest for less than 53 minutes over the entire season to match that feat. Crazy, right? Oh, and let's not forget, during that same season, Wilt was averaging a mind-boggling 50.4 points per game. Yeah, good luck finding someone to top that. Rasheed Wallace in 2001. So, let's talk about Rasheed Wallace, the guy who was known for his fiery temper during his 16 seasons in the NBA. I mean, in the 2001 season when he was with the Portland Trail Blazers, Wallace racked up a whopping 41 technical fouls. That's a lot of frustration boiling over onto the court, right? Now, here's the thing that keeps his record safe. Back in 2005, the league and players agreed on some rules. After a player racks up their 16th technical foul in a season, they automatically get slapped with a 1-game suspension. And it doesn't stop there. Every 2 techs after that means another 1-game suspension. So if someone were to hit 42 technical fouls in a season, they'd also end up serving a whopping 14-game suspension for their behavior. Now sure, coaches tend to cut some slack for talented players with big emotions. Think Luka Doncic or Draymond Green. But let's be real here. No team or coach is going to put up with 14 suspensions. That's just asking for trouble. Skiles with 30 in 1990. If the NBA ever decides to ditch defense and play at an all-star game level all the time, then maybe someone could come close to Skiles' insane record. Back in December 1990, while playing for the Orlando Magic, Skiles pulled off a mind-blowing 30 assists in a single game against the Denver Nuggets. That's just nuts. And get this, He also managed to score 22 points himself during the blowout victory. Talk about a one-person show. The closest anyone else has come is John Stockton, who had 28 assists in a game just 17 days later. More recently, guys like Rajon Rondo and Russell Westbrook have had impressive assist games too, but Skiles' record still stands as the king of dishing out dimes. AC Green with 1,192 straight games. So, you know how Wilt Chamberlain's minutes played in a single game seem almost impossible to beat? Well, AC Green, this basketball player from back in the day, has a similar vibe with his record, but it's all about showing up for games. Like, starting in 1986 when he was with the Lakers, he went on this crazy streak where he didn't miss a single regular season game until he retired in 2001. That's like playing 1,192 games in a row without sitting one out. And get this, he only missed 3 games in his whole 16-year career. There was even this one season where he played 83 games because he got traded mid-season. Green officially broke the record for most consecutive games played on November 20th, 1997, surpassing this guy named Randy Smith. And now, the guy who's on track to break Green's record may be Mikal Bridges. As of 2023-24, he's played 392 games in a row. To top Green, he has to keep showing up for games for 9 more seasons straight, plus play another 63 games after that. Wilt Chamberlain with 119.62. Alright, so let me break it down for you. Wilt Chamberlain, the basketball legend, did some seriously mind-blowing stuff. One time, back in March 1962, he went off and scored a whopping 100 points in a single game for the Philadelphia Warriors against the New York Knicks. Can you imagine that? He was practically unstoppable, sinking 36 two-point shots and making 28 free throws. And then there's Kobe Bryant, another hoops icon, who in 2006 had this insane game against the Toronto Raptors. He went off for 81 points in just 42 minutes, and get this, he had the three-point line on his side. Despite Kobe's incredible performance, Wilt's record of 100 points seems like it's in a league of its own. I mean, seriously, it's hard to imagine anyone topping that. John Stockton with 1,164 in 1990-91. Alright, let's chat about John Stockton, a big name in NBA history. If you're not familiar with it, no worries, I'll catch you up. Stockton is hands down the best passer the league has ever seen throughout his career. I mean, the guy holds the NBA record for most assists in a single season, dishing out a mind-blowing 1,164 assists back in the 1990-91 season. And get this, he's not just a one-hit wonder. Stockton dominates the top spots in the all-time single-season assist list, holding down 7 of the top 10 spots. That's some serious consistency. In 90-91, he led the Utah Jazz to 54 wins, teaming up with Karl Malone, another legend. Stockton was so good that year he snagged an All-Star nod and landed second-team All-NBA honors. Sure, Isaiah Thomas came close with 1,123 assists in 84-85, but since the turn of the century, only Chris Paul and James Harden have even managed to crack 900 assists in a season. That just goes to show you how exceptional Stockton's passing game truly was. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click the like and bell buttons. Also, remember to subscribe to remind viewers for more content like this. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.